It started with the screech of tires and a blinding flash of red and blue lights in her rearview mirror. Maya Johnson's hands tightened on the steering wheel as the patrol car swerved in front of her, forcing her to stop. The evening air was heavy, humid. It clung to her skin as a tall officer with narrowed eyes approached. His voice was cold, sharp with authority. "You fit the description," he said, tossing a crumpled photo onto her hood. A grainy image of a woman snatching a purse. The woman in the photo was black, but the resemblance to Maya was only in skin tone. "Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing who's listening." Maya's pulse thudded in her ears. She had seen this cop before, Officer Brent Carver, the kind of man who smiled only when it meant someone else was suffering. She knew the rules: stay calm, keep her voice steady. But tonight, something was off. His hands moved quickly, too. Quickly, as he searched her car. Within seconds, his fingers disappeared into his jacket pocket and came out holding a small plastic bag. White powder inside. Her stomach dropped. "Looks like we got ourselves a drug charge," Carver said, smirking. "That's a felony." The neighborhood wasn't silent anymore. Curtains shifted. Doors creaked. People stepped onto porches, whispering to one another. Maya could feel the weight of their eyes, the judgment in their faces, in their minds. She was already guilty. She thought she'd never see him again after the last time he harassed her in this same neighborhood. She was wrong. Her mind raced, but her training steadied her. Training Carver knew nothing about. Because Maya wasn't. Just a random woman on her way home. She was a deep-cover FBI agent, assigned to investigate corruption within local law enforcement. And tonight, he had just handed her the final piece of evidence she needed. Still, she played her part. Fearful, silent, watching him dig his own grave. Carver ordered her out of the car, his voice loud enough for the crowd to hear every accusation. "Caught red-handed. Another one off the streets." His words dripped with satisfaction, but the moment his hand gripped her arm, Maya's voice cut through the night. Calm, unshakable. "Officer Carver, I suggest you remove your hand from a federal agent." The murmurs in the crowd turned into gasps. Someone dropped their phone. Carver blinked, confused, then laughed, a nervous, cracking laugh. "Yeah, right." Maya reached into her jacket, slowly, deliberately, and pulled out her badge. Gold caught the streetlight, blinding him for just a second. "Special Agent Maya Johnson. You're under investigation for corruption, falsifying evidence, and civil rights violations." Silence swallowed the street. Even the crickets seemed to stop. Then, from the corner of her eye, she saw movement. 2 unmarked SUVs sliding up quietly. Doors opened in unison, and men and women in tactical gear spilled out, surrounding them. Carver's face drained of color. The lead agent stepped forward. "Officer Carver, you're under arrest." Neighbors who had been ready to judge now looked on with wide eyes, some relieved, some ashamed. One elderly woman crossed her arms, muttering, "About time." As Carver was led away, his smirk replaced with a pale, hollow stare, Maya felt the air shift. The same crowd that had doubted her now met her eyes with something else. Respect. Maybe even gratitude. She didn't gloat. That wasn't why she did this job. Instead, she simply nodded to them before turning back to her car. Another case closed. Another small piece of justice in a world that still desperately needed it. Because kindness doesn't vanish. It waits, and it finds its way back. And on that humid night, the sound of handcuffs clicking shut was the same sound she'd heard. In her heart from the start, the sound of truth breaking free. That if you enjoyed this story, share it with someone who loves a twist of justice. And make sure to subscribe for more real-life inspired stories that'll stay with you long after they end.